If you guys are in need of coins for any reason, make sure to check out cheapmaddencoins.com. Use code Mike at checkout for 10% off. Guys, I just want to say before you start coming at my neck for picking against your team, all right, I don't have a personal vendetta against you. This is my official picks, all right? I just want to point that out so that no one gets mad. This is just my official picks. I don't really have a personal bias towards any of these teams. With that being said, I just want to get out in the open that I am predicting that the Patriots will beat the Eagles 27-23. Now, before I get into why I think the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl, I just want to say I can't wait until the old quarterbacks stop winning the Super Bowl. Like, can somebody else get a shot? There's so many young quarterbacks that I would love to see take over the NFL. Guys like Marcus Mariota, Deshaun Watson, Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, Jimmy Garoppolo, Dak Prescott. There's a multitude of great young quarterbacks in the league. And I can't wait to see them winning the Super Bowl than Tom Brady. He's won 5, probably gonna win 6, all right? Just give someone else a shot. I think the Eagles can score at least 2 offensive touchdowns, which equates to 14 total points. And this even takes into account if Nick Foles doesn't really have that good of a game, which I don't think he's gonna have a bad game. I just don't think he's going to have some outstanding 4-touchdown, 1-interception type game. The Eagles definitely have the advantage in the kicking category. Jake Elliott is one of the better kickers in the league. I expect him to make at least 3 field goals. As for the Patriots, I think that they can score at least 3 offensive touchdowns. Now, normally, I would pick them to score way more offensive touchdowns, but the Eagles defense is actually really, really good. I don't think the Patriots are going to settle much in the red zone, so I expect only 2 field goals from them. They could maybe even attempt 3. I wouldn't be surprised if Gostkowski or whatever the heck his name is missed one. I think most of those touchdowns for the Patriots are going to come throughout the air just because the Eagles' run defense is so good. I think what the Patriots are going to do to substitute for their run game is they're going to pass a lot out of the backfield. Now, you guys have seen Tom Brady do this a lot to guys like Dion Lewis, guys like James White, and I think both those players are going to have very big games. Now, what this does in turn is it either makes a cornerback or a secondary player play against the running backs, which that's probably not going to happen, or a linebacker is going to have to line up against the running back. So you're going to take away people to cover from number 87, Rob Gronkowski. Now, because linebackers are going to have to worry so much about the pass from out of the backfield, I think the slot and the tight ends, Gronkowski and company, are going to open up a lot. I think they're going to have a very big game. It's going to be a lot of inside seam and dump off passes. Like I said before, I think James White and Dion Lewis, I wouldn't be surprised if Danny Amendola also had very, very big games. I think that one of those 3 players will lead the team in receiving yards for sure. Another thing, even though the Patriots defense isn't that good, they do have one thing that the Eagles don't have. Cue the incoming referee jokes. Now, the thing that they have that the Eagles don't have is experience, which is absolutely massive in the playoffs and especially the Super Bowl. And in the end, that's why I think the Patriots will win the game. They just have more experience than the Eagles. There'll be certain plays, certain situations where they will know how to handle themselves much better than the Eagles, and you can't really fault them for that because they have such a young team. If they can slow down the running backs out the backfield and the slot receivers, including the tight ends, I know that's a lot, I think they can win this game. That's why I said I don't think they're going to win, because there's a lot of stuff that you have to do. But if they can stop those specific players and those options for Tom Brady, I think they have a legitimate shot and will actually win this game. Another massive key for the Eagles is going to be time of possession and turnover battle. If they want to win this game, they're going to have to dominate their run game, make sure they have the football a lot more than Tom Brady, give him almost no time and no opportunities to go down the field and score touchdowns. If they have more than 2 turnovers, this game will not be close. They cannot fumble, they cannot throw interceptions, they have to be safe. They can't, it's going to be hard. I will admit it. It's going to be hard. Jay Ajayi is not the best carrying back. I think LeGarrette Blount is pretty good at that. But Nick Foles, if you throw more than 2 interceptions this game, it's a wrap. So to conclude, pretty much, they have to win the turnover battle. They have to win the time of possession. If they do those things, it will remain a very, very, very close game. Now, as for my Super Bowl MVP prediction, I am predicting that the Patriots win the game. Therefore, I think the quarterback will probably win the Super Bowl MVP. But there's not going to be one single dominant performance by any one player in today's game. I think it's just going to be a massive team effort from both sides. I think the Super Bowl MVP will be Tom Brady. I don't think he's going to have an outstanding game, but he obviously will be the decisive factor in winning this game. I think we'll have 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, well over 300, maybe even 350 plus passing yards. And because he's passing out the backfield and the short routes with the slot receivers, I think he's going to have at least 70% completion percentage. Another thing, I would not be surprised if a guy like Tom Brady throws a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. I think he's going to be very comfortable in the pocket, but guys like Malcolm Jenkins, Ronald Darby, I know the Eagles have so many good secondary players, a couple secondary players that are not so good. They can make some plays, and I wouldn't be surprised if they take a Brady pass back for 6. Now, if for some reason the Eagles were to win this game and one of the defensive players got a pick 6 and he had a pretty good game, I think they would probably win MVP, but I don't see them winning. Long story short, I think this should be a pretty good Super Bowl. I think it will be a lot better than people think. Hopefully the Eagles play the way I think that they're going to play and keep this game very, very close and give Tom Brady a run for his money. Now, Eagles fans and everybody rooting against the Patriots, including me, there is one positive if they win this Super Bowl. Tom Brady might retire. Like, honestly, he might retire. He might try to go out on top. 6 Super Bowls? That's insane. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. Subscribe if you're new. And guys, I'll see you in my next upload. Peace.